Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to TasteMaker. I hope you're having a good one because I'm excited to be back. Things are going pretty well for the scenarios that we've been doing. Admittedly, this one is a little trickier, but I think for the most part we can manage. I think we can do this. I think what we probably need to do, though, is kind of rearrange the kitchen a little bit, because I realize that having everyone sort of have to come around everything is not exactly ideal. So let's just rearrange things like this for the time being. Let me just move everything off to the side, because what I want to try and do is have sort of an open, almost like an open plan type thing going on here. So we'll have a couple of fryers there. We can do a few of these stoves, say there and there. And we can do there as well. And honestly, we can go to there. We can grab this one and we can go to about there. And honestly, I'd be tempted to throw another stove in there, to be completely honest, but we might do that. I'm also thinking I want to do that kind of thing. I want to do some of these guys along this back wall, although that one's apparently in use and that one's in use as well. And that one is not in use, so that's fine. The fridges, I'm thinking we can do something like this, and that'll be fine. We can do this one up here as well, and that'll be fine. What I'm thinking with these, though, is I kind of wonder if I can stack them sideways like that. Because if I can, I think that would be kind of cool. I don't think we need to have all that many of those things, but I think it would be kind of cool if we could stack them that way. And I'm thinking the dishwashers, I kind of want to stack them in like this. And I do want to get another one, because we're going to have a lot. We're going to have a lot of dishes. Now, in terms of everything else, I mean, we're probably going to want another deep fryer. So we're going to do that. And we're probably going to want to do a dough mixer. And we're probably going to want to do an oven. At least one. So let's do both of those. Like so. And then I want to move these counters. Actually, I think what we could do with the counters is we could leave a bit of a gap, maybe. In fact, let's split this up a little bit. Let's do these guys here. Let's move you to there and there. Let's move these counters to there. And let's move this one to there. Let's speed things up a little bit just so these guys aren't kind of in use anymore. Because I want that one to go there and I want this one to go over there. So something a bit like that. The fridges can go... Honestly, they can just be whatever kind of storage, really. I'm not really too stressed about the fridges. So we'll do a fridge there, and we'll do a fridge there. We'll do one of these guys kind of in between them. And I think that's probably a little bit of a better layout for the kitchen. I think that'll kind of work. So put that guy there. We'll move you and maybe do something like that as well. We can throw another fridge kind of in the middle there, and another one there. So that'll give us pretty good coverage for all of that stuff. I would like to get a couple more cabinets in here, just because I am noticing that we are running a little bit low on, let's see here, some glasses. So we'll go ahead and get a few more of those guys. And I think this just seems like a bit of a better layout for the kitchen. Seems a little bit easier to get into everything. And I think that's going to be pretty good for us. So hopefully that works out. Now, Richard has been complaining about a high workload. What does Richard do? He does a lot of cleaning. Okay. Well, I imagine part of that is because there's only one cleaning tool in the entire restaurant right now. So we'll not really stress too much about Richard complaining right now, because I think what we can do is, as soon as we have the money, we're going to get another old broom. I'm not super thrilled about just getting another old broom, but it's about as good as we're going to get. Or, well, we are making a bit of money. We could save up and get the proper broom, which I guess wouldn't hurt. Although I would really like to get more tables, but we'll do another broom there and let them do a bit of cleaning, and hopefully that'll work out. Hopefully it means the rats are going to go away, because here's what's happening right now. The place is getting filthy. Our overall rating is dropping, which means we're going to have less customers coming in, and that is not a good thing. So hopefully we can sort of resolve that. And hopefully we can do that a little bit sooner than later, so that we don't we don't keep having that issue. Now, we do have a little bit of money here. So let's go ahead and start doing a bit more in the way of furniture. In fact, let me see here. How's our rating looking right now? Decor is not quite where I want it to be. Let's actually spend this money on decor. So let's go over this way and start doing some curtains on all of these windows. So just a little bit like that. Because I think, you know, boosting decor, I think, is going to work out nicely for us. Now, that area is a little bit nicer. The stat is doing okay. And it just means that we can make sure people are constantly coming in here. That's kind of what we want to be doing. As important as it is to make sure that we have more customers, I think it's also important to make sure that we have, I don't know, happy customers. I think it's important to make sure that people want to keep coming back. You know, a massive influx of customers is neat and all, but having a consistent massive influx of customers is going to be even neater. So we'll see if that ends up working out, is what we'll do. And also, yeah, I think this kitchen layout is just a fair bit better. To be completely honest, I think this kind of works. Now our fridges are full. That's fair enough. Let's see. So, do we need more people cooking, I wonder? I mean, the place is good and clean, which is great. I just wonder if we need more people cooking or what we might need more of. Because I realize at the minute, so we're not really selling as much steak as I'd like. I kind of want to push the nuggets price up to 30. I kind of want to push the fries up to 18. Wine up to 16. I also kind of want to make bread, though. I'm not going to lie. And I also realize how much money we have. Let's go ahead and do a new table. And let's start looking into, we might not actually be able to go as crazy with this as I would have liked, but we'll get a new table, you know, there and there. And soon enough, we should be able to get a couple of new chairs for all of this. And that'll be pretty good for us. So we'll do that. We can get a couple of tables back there as well, and another one here. We can do this. We can do this. And I think at this point, we probably do want to, yeah, we probably do want to start looking into like bread or something, just as an alternative. Because I really do feel like the nuggets are taking away from the steak. I really do. So I feel like taking nuggets off the menu and putting bread on there might be a better bet. And bread just needs flour. So let's go ahead and order some of that. We'll just order up, I don't know, 10. I think we can manage with that. So we'll order up 10 flour. And once that gets delivered, we can start looking at making bread. And I'm also feeling like we're probably just going to need a few more employees at some point. Michael's complaining about a high workload. What does Michael actually do? Michael is serving and not cleaning. So serving is taking a lot of time. Okay. Let's... I'm tempted to clear the priorities of all of my employees and just sort of have them do whatever. Because it's not like they have any particular skills right now, so I don't know if it's really worth having anyone dedicated to kind of any one job. So there's also no negatives to firing everybody, right? So let me just fire all of them and hire them all again. So we had like 8 of them, right? So let's just do 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, we'll do 7 and then 8 and 9 and 10. Okay, so we have 10 employees. Let's do this in such a way. Let's try messing with the priorities a little bit because we've not really been doing this. So let's have me prioritize. I'm going to refer to this as me. Let's have Dylan and James do serving exclusively and then like nothing else. Let's have Daniel, Andy, and Oliver all do cooking. And then everything else is super low priority. Okay. And then Max and Henry can do dishwashing, which I think is probably fair enough. In fact, Max, Henry, and again, Dylan can do dishwashing because I feel like that's going to be going and collecting the dishes. And then James and John can do cleaning because there's only 2 cleaning things anyway. So let's go ahead and get them all sort of moving around doing their thing and see if that actually works out for them. Hopefully it does. I'm kind of hoping for good things on this. I'm also thinking that's not quite where that should be, but fair enough. We'll see, I guess, if this ends up working out. I kind of hope it does. It looks like, so that's actually ready to be served. So yeah, we do end up using the counters to set things up to be served to the customers. So this might speed things up a little bit if we have 3 dedicated cooks, which is kind of neat. And also bread. Let's get bread on the menu because I really want to see, you know, this thing working and then the oven working. So that's going. Not enough mixers to keep up with demand. Are you kidding me? We really have that much demand for bread right now? That's a little surprising, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, there's actually a lot of people wanting bread. Okay. Fair enough. We can't afford to get more mixers. But sure, I'm glad they want bread. That's great. I'm happy for them, I guess. It's certainly gonna be great for the menu that, you know, people want all of this. But yeah, that's also probably going to hurt us a little bit because we just can't keep up with that demand right now. But whatever. I'm hoping that this sort of adjusted layout is going to do us some favors now that we have some people kind of dedicated to certain tasks. It certainly seems like plates are getting picked up pretty quickly after the customers are done eating, so no complaints there. That is definitely something we want to be seeing. But I also kind of feel like, yeah, the waiting time has gotten a little bit lower. So people aren't thrilled about that. So we're definitely going to want to cheer them up a little bit on that front. And in terms of money, I mean, I'm kind of hoping we can get a little bit more coin. The lack of mixers is not doing us any favors right now. And it going into the next month, are we actually going to make a profit here? Minus 244. Oh my god. That's actually really bad. That's a really bad number. Because that means we have... Yeah, people are a little indifferent about the restaurant. They were a little indifferent about the restaurant there, so... Hopefully we can kind of fix this. It took hours. It's nice and clean. It seems that, yeah, the food arriving late is the problem. I think we might actually need to take bread off the menu. Until we can actually support bread properly, I think bread needs to come off the menu. Because right now, it's just killing the restaurant. So we'll keep it off the menu until we can get a couple more mixers. And then hopefully that'll work out for us. Is what I'm thinking. Hopefully. That's a very big hopefully, but a hopefully nonetheless. Hopefully it'll work out for us. And hopefully, now that we're not doing bread, we're going to see profits actually increase again. Because people are going to come in and they're going to be like, hey, I want some steak, I want some chicken, and it actually arrives on time. Otherwise, we're kind of ever so slightly possibly screwed, but we'll see. The fridges are full. Okay. I should probably turn off the automatic deliveries. Because, I mean, we don't necessarily need multiple deliveries every month. Oh my god, minus 216. We are definitely in a bit of a rough spot right now. Waiting time has improved. Decoration could be improved. It certainly could be. I agree. Decoration certainly could be improved if we had the money, which we don't. So that's fine. I'm also pretty sure there's no way to like take a loan or anything like that, so that's fair enough. Staff wages also being 500 right now is a bit of an increase. Steak isn't doing as well as I'd like. Bread was doing okay, I guess. And yeah, we didn't have enough ovens, so that's fair enough. It does look like money is potentially on the up, though. We have 12 customers in right now, so if the money can kind of just keep going, we're just over halfway through the month. I think we're slowly going to start seeing profits again, now that the restaurant is seen a little bit more favorably. Still probably going to take a month or two to get back into actually having money to spend, but we'll see. Actually, in saying that, because we're spending so much on these deliveries, that's kind of what's ruining it for us. So let's go ahead and just pause deliveries for a second. And let's see if we can't maybe, you know, save a little bit here. So we have now got money. Yeah, so we made $397 last month, even with the deliveries kind of going. So we are actually going to see money. So that's good. That's fantastic. Looking in here, steak did, oh wow, steak did $5.25. That's not bad. The nuggets are so expensive, no one's buying them. Fries are selling like crazy as well. Let me go ahead and increase the price of fries, because those, I mean, they could go up to like 20, I'm going to say $22. Definitely thinking $22 for fries is, well, it's excessive. It's a lot of money for fries, but that's fine. If people are going to pay it, they're going to pay it, and it's going to only serve to, you know, give me more money, which is kind of what I want. So absolutely no complaints from me there. And then the occasional $16 glass of wine as well is hopefully going to work out for us. Now, let's go ahead and get ourselves another mixer as soon as we possibly can. I'm curious to see how much money we're actually going to end up with here. We have 19, we have 35, we have 60. If we could get to 100 so I can get another mixer, that'd be great. There we go. We are going to need another oven as well. Can we get to 100 before the end of the month? We absolutely can. There we go. So we now have 2 mixers and 2 ovens. And how are we going to be looking in terms of money? 251. Okay. That's not so bad. I wonder if the 2 mixers and 2 ovens would be enough to put bread back on the menu. So put bread on the menu and make it quite expensive. And let's see if that works out for us. I have some doubts. I'm not 100% sure that bread is actually going to work out at all, but we'll find out, I guess. I hope it does. I do hope it does. I hope it works out well. Because it's just, you know, it's more money. And if at the very least, we might be able to do the hard difficulty thing on this. I'm really not sure we're going to be able to sell $1,000 worth of steak. But, you know, at the very least, bread, right? Get that bread money. But again, we'll see. $20 for a bit of bread is expensive if you ask me. But if people are willing to pay it, then they're willing to pay it. And I'm not going to say no. I will take their money. Okay? I will put it that way. I will absolutely take their money. Menu's amazing. Good restaurant. Decoration could be improved. Could use some extra toilets. That's another complaint we're seeing. Okay. Yeah, we can certainly do that. I think extra toilets are absolutely a must-have. Let's go ahead and do some extra toilets over here, though. So they're kind of on the other side of the restaurant. So that, you know, multiple people can actually use the bathrooms. That seems like a relatively reasonable thing. I did not want to put that toilet in the kitchen. That's absolutely not where that was meant to go. That's kind of where you know, you don't really want a toilet in the kitchen, to be honest. A profit of only $38. That's rough. That is definitely rough. It's nice and clean. Yes, it is. It absolutely is. What are you waiting on? Bread? Wine? Okay. Chicken nuggets, fries. No one's buying the steak. This is what I'm realizing. Almost no one is buying the steak. And you did. That's great. You did. That's also great. But generally speaking, no one's buying the friggin' steak. This is a problem. The whole challenge is built around selling steak. I don't know. I've done nothing in this scenario so far. It should be much easier than this, but I feel like an idiot. Because I feel like I'm missing something that's probably really obvious. Menu's amazing. I know it is. Let's see, what else? Could we just... What if we just told everybody to do everything? You know, like what if while serving, these guys also did dishwashing? Because then the way I would look at it is, you know, they're already out on the floor anyway, so they might as well grab the dishes. That seems like a good deal. So we should see serving a little bit quicker. And then the dishes should now get picked up even quicker again, which is great. Money was minus 16 that time around. Okay, that's not ideal. Let's bring the price of bread down a little bit. I'm not really sure why money is getting worse. Because, I mean, the thing is, we're still getting a decent number of customers. We're not getting that many. We're not getting as many as we have at times. Is it the decor? I feel like it could be the decor. I don't know. I mean, the kitchen is really nicely staffed. It's really nicely laid out. We're just not making money. Did I make the fries too expensive? I probably did, didn't I? The nuggets could probably come down a little bit. Because I feel like, yeah, so we're kind of indifferent right now in terms of the overall rating. Prices are terrible. So let's bring the price of nuggets down to 28. 27 maybe. Bread can come down to 18. Wine down to 15. Let's bring the prices down to bring the people in. And hope that that then in turn causes the profits to go back up. That would be ideal. Whether or not that works, I don't know. I guess we're going to find out. Let's see. So the price is still terrible. People are still not thrilled about the price. Which, I mean, we made $47 in profit, so that's fine. That's okay. Man, I don't know. So where is all of our money going right now? So all of our money is, a lot of it is on ingredients, right? 345 on ingredients. I feel like we can probably drop off a bit of the meat deliveries right now. I feel like we don't quite need as much of that. I feel like the chicken can certainly come down a little bit. I feel like the wine is fine. I feel like the flour can probably come down a little bit. We definitely don't need as much of that coming in every month. Or every delivery, rather. And we'll see if that maybe saves us a good little chunk of change as well. Because we definitely don't need to be spending as much on deliveries as we just were there. So if we can save there, we can potentially, you know, get a bit more cash going. And potentially start, you know, improving the bathrooms, improving the decor, just improving the general layout of this place. Because, I mean, you know, we're getting there. You know, money's okay. Rating is, yeah, decor is still, price is still terrible. I mean, what if I just go ahead and make the prices really appealing? You know? What if I just go ahead and say, hey, fries, 20 bucks. Nuggets, 25. Steak, 23. Bread, 16. Wine, I don't know, 14. So we bring the prices down even further. We should see the price rating here go up a little bit, which then should bring more people in here. We're up to near 20 people in the restaurant, which is great. So we should see a queue start forming again. Eventually. And despite the prices coming down kind of considerably, we should then see profits because we're making up for the lower prices with more customers. Right? That's kind of my thinking here. At least I would hope that's kind of how this is going to work. Let's go ahead and order in some more plates. I think we're going to want maybe just 10 of them or 9 of them. That's fine. Also, we have a bit of money here. Let me go ahead and I'm just going to do more tables is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to do a table there with a chair and a chair. So now people have to go around, but now you can sort of see what the layout's going to be for this whole place. We have the bar, which is fine. It's lovely. If anything, actually getting rid of the bar would probably not be a bad idea because it doesn't do anything for decor either. Huh. Let's do it. Let's get rid of the bar. It doesn't do anything for decor and it's free money. So you can get out of here. You can get out of here. That can go. You can get out of here. You can get out of here. You can kind of all just get out of here, to be totally honest. They're not going to be thrilled about it, but it's just how it's going to be. Because what I can do with this is I can take the money from all of that. I can go ahead and say, you know, add more sinks to the bathrooms, for example. So a sink there and a sink there, I think is going to be pretty useful. But what I can also do is these tables have just a teeny tiny little bit of decor to them, which is good. So I can do this, and then I've got room to add in a bunch more tables down here, as well as adding flowers to all of them, which means, again, a bit of added decor. So that kind of works out. If we get a little bit more money, I can throw a chair there. And now we have, obviously, you know, this is all a little bit cramped and whatnot, but it works out. It also puts all of these guys just a little bit closer to the kitchen, and it should. So 465 in profits right there. That's fantastic. Price rating is a little bit better. Decor is fine. But once we get a bit of money, what we can do is throw some flowers on here. We can just make it look a little nicer. We can put some paintings on the walls, do all that good stuff. And again, we have more room. We can still do, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, at least 12 more chairs for everybody. So that'll be great. That'll be absolutely fantastic is what that'll be. So let's go ahead and start looking at decor. Let's start looking at getting a nice flower there. And let's start looking at getting a nice flower there. And I don't know if we want to just look at adding a bunch more of them, but you know, it's just starting to bring all this together. And eventually we can upgrade these tables and we can make it all look even better. So this, I think, is going to go a pretty long way to making this place a fair bit more appealing. So let's do a painting there. And have a look at the decor. So it's even better. So people are going to be even more inclined to come in here, which is fantastic. And we don't have any queues right now, but that's okay. I'm just curious to see how much money we end up making here. Because this is a lot of people. This is actually just so many people. Let's do a couple more tables. So 2 right there with a nice chair, and we'll speed things up. We'll go ahead and get ourselves, hopefully, another chair, and can we get one more before the end of the month? We can. 526 in profits, though. So that's pretty good. That is pretty good. And we have actually got a pretty chunky queue right there. So that's good. That's what we want to see. Now it's still not stake money. You know, it's still not stake money, but it's money, and that's okay. I'm also thinking we're probably going to need more staff. Because as it stands, it looks like everything is starting to slow down a little bit. I don't think we're grabbing plates quite as quickly as we were. Which is okay. I'm not really too worried about that. I'll tell you what I will do, though. Let's add a door there. Just so they can get around there a little bit easier. That seems like it's actually going to be really useful. And let's add a door there as well. I know I can add one to that wall, but I don't want to do that. So we'll kind of just make it a little bit easier for staff to kind of get around this entire space. And we can also go ahead and add a chair right there. We have enough to add a couple more tables. So we'll do that. And I mean, again, in terms of decor, it's going to just be a case of flowers and all of that kind of stuff. You know, some curtains for some of the windows as well, just to make it all come together. So there we go. And you know what? I think I might save up and try and get the piano because it has a player. I might try and get like the piano for, I don't know, somewhere in here. Or like the fish tank as well. So like the piano up against a fish tank. I don't know. We can see. We can certainly see what can be done. But we have a pretty chunky queue, which is great. I do think we probably do need a bit more staff to start moving the plates off of tables. So we'll hire 2 more and see what they can do for us. Hopefully that'll speed things up. It certainly looks like it has a little bit. We've got plenty of bread going out, plenty of fries going out. And just in general, this just makes me really happy, to be honest. I'm kind of pleased with how this is looking. So let's go ahead and do, I don't know, let's leave that space open so we can actually put some good decorations in there. I think that's probably a pretty good bet. And we can do, you know, a painting there. We can do a nice painting there. We could do a nice plant somewhere. I don't really know where I'm going to put the plant. Maybe here or here, just to boost the decor a little bit. And I think at this point, we could also go ahead and just put a bunch of toilets in here too. So a toilet there and a toilet there with some sinks and another sink, which I can't afford. But we did get 738 in profits last month, so, you know, it's doing pretty well. I do think we're going to need a bit more cleaning going, but this is pretty good. And this is just 1 floor still. So what I might end up doing is I'll put a fish tank and a piano player here with a staircase going upstairs so we can just serve a tremendous amount more people. Assuming the kitchen can actually sustain that, which I'm not sure it will, but regardless, that's fine. We'll find out, is what we'll do. I do think the priority right now, though, should probably be getting possibly a vacuum. Although $1,000 is a lot of money, so maybe just a broom. I do think getting the nice broom would be a pretty good shout. So let's go ahead and do that so we can get a bit more cleaning going because the place is starting to get a little bit more filthy than I'm comfortable with. And also a sink for that bathroom right there, as well as another toilet and another sink. So we have 6 bathrooms. We have a good bit of cleaning going on. We're making a good bit of money. We're not really making that much in terms of steak money, but we're making money, so that's fine. And we also have an ingredient shortage of flour, of all things. So let's, I mean, we're getting a delivery of it shortly, but let's add 1 more to that. And I think we could probably bring the number of potatoes down a little bit. Just a teeny little bit. In terms of meat, we have plenty of that. We do have plenty of chicken as well, so we'll bring the chicken down, bring the wine down. And I think we're just going to try and save as much money as we can. But really, I can't complain. This is going pretty well. So I think that's probably a pretty good place to go ahead and put a cut into the video. So thanks for watching, everybody. It's been an absolute pleasure as always. And as always, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.